Alright guys, so this is a video I've been wanting to do for some time now, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So today is going to be that video, and that video is what mods I've done to my car. So there's a couple things that I've done to this car. So the way this is going to work is that I'm going to start from the back and then work my way to the front. So first off, we have an Ings Z-powered wing. I bought this secondhand from a friend of mine. And then right after that, we have the Honda S600 vintage badges. Now these badges are actually pretty hard to find. I have had a couple of people hit me up on Instagram asking me where I've gotten these badges. If you want to know, I'll put a link in the description below, linking the website where I got mine from. And then we have the Cusco license plate frame, and no license plate frame would be complete without the Mugen license plate bolts. Next up, we have the HKS high-powered L-spec exhaust. This is a dual, and I like it because it has the carbon tips. Next up, we just have some LED lights that I put on the inside of the trunk. This is from Modify, if I remember correctly, or Jay's S2K. I'm not sure. It was one of those websites. But yeah, basically it's just LED lights that have been wired in. Next up, we have the CE28 and 17 by 9 in the rear and 17 by 7.5 in the front. These are in gold, and the rears are wrapped in the Ventus V12s and fronts are wrapped in the Ventus S1 Nobles. Next up, we have some CR seats. These are from a 2009 Honda S2000 CR model. Next up, I know you've probably seen this already, but this huge shift knob is a racing shift knob. Look up their store. Next is the Modify phone bracket, and on top of that I put this off-brand magnetic holder so I can hold my fidget spinner while I'm at a red light. Just kidding. This magnetic holder actually holds my phone in place, and it does a pretty good job. I've done some pretty sharp turns and it hasn't come off, so it gets a thumbs up from me. Alright, after that is the coilovers. I was pretty excited to actually get these, coming from Coney Yellows, and before that, OEM suspension. Next up, we have a Shirai lightweight battery with a Kinetic Customs machine tie down. Next up, we have the T1R brace bar. This was something that was actually already on the car before I got it. Next up is one of my pieces of resistance. It is my J's intake and my J's cooling plate. I love this intake very much. I think it's beautiful. The way it's shaped is beautiful, and it's a very nice looking intake system. And then after that, we have the Coilrad radiator. This was also on my previous car. Next up, we have the AP2 front headlights. These headlights I did not put on the car. I had bought the car with these headlights already on. The previous owner had purchased these. Next up, we have the Cusco subframe ladder bar and lower A-arm braces. This was also on something else that was on the car already when I had bought it. The previous owner, I'm not sure if he tracked the car or the owner before him. I'm the third owner of this S2000, and I'm not sure if the person I had bought it from used to track the car or the person that the first owner. But there was some suspicions, especially with the front bumper having a whole lot of rock chips, that this car was actually tracked. Next up, another thing that was already on the car before I had bought it was these Rix headers. Good thing about these headers is that the OEM heat shield fits over the headers and it bolts in the same place. This next thing was already on the car, and it also makes me think that the car was tracked before, and that is the AOI passenger airbag disengage system. Basically, it's a little box that you turn the key and you can disengage the passenger airbag. Next up, we have something that I also made a video about, and this is the Delta Lima Engineering brake stopper. It's to prevent the flex in the firewall. Next up, we have the Fumoto quick engine oil drainer. This was also something that was already on the car before I bought it. Now coming up to the last things is stereo and speakers. There's speakers in the roll hoops of this car that were here from the previous owner. It looks kind of ugly, and I have no idea. I've been wanting to switch them over to the OEM speaker roll hoops, but I haven't been able to find a set that I'd want to purchase yet. So those will stay in place for now until I can get my hands on some of those roll hoop speakers. It also has an Alpine amp and aftermarket stereo. Also, I had bought a CR radio door cover to continue the CR look, since that's what I'm trying to go for. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and like. I try to put out a new video every week. Here are other videos, and I think that's pretty much it guys. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.